Hello, friends. Happy Friday night to you. I would ask you if you have big plans, but I already know you're doing it. If you have not been here before, make sure that you click the subscribe button and you also hit the bell to get notified when I go live again. I go live every single day, okay, you guys? It's just not necessarily always the same time, which is why you're going to want to get notified, okay? So it is no surprise. What I've seen in the world is something pretty amazing. I've seen people giving back via their skill sets. And if that's musicians giving concerts, it's awesome. If it's people reading books to kids, you guys, that tugs at my heartstrings, something crazy. Everybody is giving back in the way that they are here to serve. What it's turning into and what it really feels like is kind of like something that Mike and I talk about a lot, which is that Star Trek universe, right? The Star Trek society, where people don't necessarily get paid. They do things because they love doing them. They do things because they love giving back in that way. So I don't even think I have the video in front of me. Oh, I sure do. Okay. So let me know what your questions are, but we're going to go ahead and get into this. So the way that I give back, what I'm really good at, you guys, is business strategy. That's my thing. That's my lane. I have helped small businesses and families all the way up to big corporations be able to add additional income streams or revenue streams, depending on if it's a family or a business, right? Into their world, like uncovering different ways to be able to create revenue or to be able to create income. Okay. So that's what I do. And right now, I think that it's being sort of illuminated more than ever how necessary that is. Because a 9-to-5 job or your day job is one of those income streams, right? Like, I'm not saying that everybody needs to work from home, although right now it doesn't hurt to have that stuff going on. But your day job is one of those income streams. But then you should also have other income streams going off of like your personal hub, if you will. So whenever you have eggs in all of these baskets, when one of them falls, you guys, the rest of them keep you safe. It creates a lot less, or it alleviates that anxiety, that universal anxiety that typically happens, right? Oh my gosh, am I going to lose my job? Is there, like, I'm sure the weeks coming up to this, even the days coming up to what's happening right now, a lot of people are out there like, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I going to be doing here? Am I going to be working? You guys, I worked in restaurants for like 14 years. That's like, you get paid day to day to day to day to day, right? So those people just legit don't have income coming in unless they had other things set up. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to make sure that you guys are good. So I would like for you to ask me questions about your personal situation, and I would love to consult you on this. And this is stuff that people typically spend thousands of dollars an hour for, okay? I'm doing it for free because I want you guys to be in a good place. I want you to be good, period. Okay, guys? So go ahead and ask me your questions. I've got my coffee. Yes, I know it's 7:30 and I have coffee, but judge me if you want to, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So let's see here. All right. Robbie, hello. Dozer Doodle Dog. I feel like I need to know your real name, unless that's your real name, in which case that's awesome. Lori, hi everyone. Hello, Lori. Elise, hello, Martha. So much good going on right now. You are one of the good. Oh, man. You are too, Elise. Mildred, I'm here. Yes. Deb, hey, everybody. Hello, Deb. Star Trek universe. Love it. I knew you would. Robbie, I'm a newbie to following you in your groups. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's so you're starting to know the business. This is what I do. I'm all about income streams, cash flow, getting creative with ways to be able to leverage your own what you are and be able to monetize it, because we're all living, breathing, walking, talking brands. At the end of the day, that's what we are. Are we leveraging it? Are we able to build business from it? Are we able to create what I call sort of an Oprah hub, which I think we can all understand is like that brand, that personal brand, and then be able to build revenue streams off of that, or income streams off of that. Sarah, if you could invest in one stock right now, what would it be, if any? Here's what I'm doing, Sarah, is I'm going to take my money out of stocks and I'm putting them in real estate. And it's the reason why is it's a Grant Cardone reason why. I dig Grant Cardone in a big way, but the reason why is because the government is going to be giving money, as, supporting the economy, and that money is going to go into housing, you guys. So, and there's going to be forgiveness on loans and things like that. So in my opinion, along with him, real estate is the thing to be getting into right now. So that is what I would suggest. That's a good question. Residential, multifamily, typically, right?
It would be probably the safest thing.
Yeah. Sarah, the service industry is a raw deal. Girl, man, even when I was in it, I was like, you can't even hurt yourself, right? Because if you hurt yourself, you're out. Like, you have to be building things up. A common misconception is that in order to build up revenue streams or income streams, you have to have a bunch of money to put into it. And that is the thing that is false. That is the thing that I feel like is a falsehood or a misconception that is being perpetuated by people that want to stay at the top and want to just sort of separate themselves out from everybody else. I'm the opposite. I put myself right in with everybody else, and then I'm like, link arms, like, let's all win. Let's all do this thing. I don't want to sit on top of some sort of mountain or anything. But you don't need to spend a bunch of money in order to create these income streams, which is like, if I had known that when I was in the service industry, if I had known these things, I would have been able to start working on it, because all it would have meant to me was that, instead of going out and drinking, what I would have done is I would have stayed home and I would have outlined a course. I would have done a little more studying. I would have done a little more curating on different topics to be able to create educational content that people were actually asking for and needed, and then be able to drive into the markets, right? That's what I would have done. But because I didn't know that, what I did was I just went out and I drank and I smoked and I did all of the things, right? Like, I did all of that dumb stuff because I didn't know any better, because there was nobody talking about this stuff. Like, nobody, you guys. This is like this. Everybody can do this right now. Let's see. Lori, have to admit I'm a bit nervous. My only income is YL, which I love, but I've already had people mention they'll need to cut expenses where they can. So Lori, the good news on that is that people will cut their spending. They're absolutely 100% going to cut their spending. Do not even, I mean, that's a given. That's going to happen. But keep in mind what they're going to cut their spending on. They're going to cut their spending on frivolous things. They're going to cut their spending on things pretty much, I would say, almost anything that you get at the mall. Okay? So it's that sort of stuff, that extra stuff, the stuff that Amazon isn't even shipping out right now, right? The non-essentials. They're going to cut their spending on that. But I'll tell you one thing. One thing they will not cut their spending on is health and wellness. So like things that are making them feel good, things that are helping support their body, they're not going to cut that out right now, okay? That's not the thing you cut out right now. So that, and then also opportunity. So like if they're able to seize opportunities in different places that look like, You know, the ones and the twos, they make sense if they feel like they see a strategy that they can actually work out and implement. They will spend money on those opportunities. Now, not an exorbitant amount of money, but they will spend money on opportunity. They'll spend money on health and wellness, and of course they're going to spend money on food and things like that as well, things that need to be had in the house, right? But don't think that they're going to stop spending money in YL. That's not going to be happening, in my opinion. I haven't seen it. Let's see. Dozer Doodle Dog. Devery, oh, that's you. I'm working but listening. Since the strokes, I really have to break things down to very simple tasks. I correct sequences. There you go. Oh, and correct sequences. I get it. Mildred, if we keep focusing on serving others, we can make it with a sane brain. 100% yes. Shannon, I was unemployed for 2 years. Credit is horrid, and yeah, there's bills. 2 mortgages. Besides growing my YL business, what would you recommend to take advantage of the economy when this is done? Well, I wouldn't wait for when this is done, first of all. I would take advantage of what we have right now. Because what we have right now is we're sitting in our homes. If you're anything like us, I took a nap today and I took a nap yesterday, and I don't typically do that. So I've been taking more time to myself. But what we can be doing right now instead is finding that thing that lights us up, finding that thing that, and that's so obscure. Like, please don't just hear that and then click off of this. Listen to the rest, okay? But find the thing that you naturally want to study more about. What is that thing that you know about more than anybody else, right? What is that thing? And the thing is you're going to realize that thing is probably something that you do every day. Like for us, we've got a few of those things. One of those things is how we eat. So we don't eat gluten. We don't eat processed sugar. We don't eat garbage, in my opinion, right? We don't eat GMO foods. Like, we're just very strict about what we put into our bodies, because our belief is that the rest of the stuff is poison. That's just our belief. I'm not saying anybody else is wrong, but that's just our belief, right? So, but because I have done so much research on that, if I chose to, I could create some sort of learning environment. I could create a course that other people that want to know that stuff would be able to learn from me. And that's because I've done all of the research already. I live that life already. And there's a number of things in my world that are already like that. So I'm not the only one. There's because we live in this world of, like, you know, Google University, or the University of Google, because we live in this world, a lot of us are researchers by nature, right? Not just because it's in our personality to research things, but because, like, maybe we're moms, and that makes us researchers, right? By nature. Yes.
Tea?
Oh yeah, I'll take a tea. I'm drinking a coffee, and I'll take a tea too. Tea time. Mike said, you want a tea? I usually do tea on my videos. But I would suggest finding that thing and being able to start creating and building out a course to be able to offer to people. You guys, online courses are not just for a few people. Those few people that you see out there talking about them are not the only people that can succeed at making courses. And no, you do not need to succeed at courses telling you how to make courses. I've seen way too many of those out there, and they're not even good. So, I mean, maybe some are good. I just haven't seen them. But that's what I would be getting into, is how can you sell your expertise? How can you sell what you're already really good at? People make things so much harder than they need to be.
Have them write what are you good at?
What are you good at?
Write it in live chat.
What are you good at? And I'll help you make a course for it. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. What are you good at?
Everyone writes something they're good at in live chat.
There you go. In live chat, write something that you're good at and I'll help you hash it out. We'll flesh it out. We'll flesh it out. That's what that is. Okay. Sarah, I'm drinking GT's Gingerade Kombucha, keto and AIP compliant. Nice. With lavender lemonade vitality drops. Oh, that's amazing. Shannon, my dream is to be landlord of some oh man, I lost you. Some multi-unit condos and duplexes. It's a fantastic income stream. It shouldn't be your only one, but it's a fantastic income stream. Definitely a fantastic income stream. Sarah, I already read that. Robbie, I have joined Dreamers Academy 20 and 30 and go for gold. I need to build this year. Oh man, well, you're all set to go. If you have those things, you are ready to go. You are totally ready to go. Take Go for Gold first, by the way. This is only for the Young Living people. Take Go for Gold first. That's how I hit gold in 6 months. That's your strategy. That is how you're going to do it. Okay. That's the very first thing to do. And then start breaking into the other ones. All right. Diane. Ooh, do we have 3? Oh, thank you. Do we have 3 stevia?
Yes.
Yes. Cuddles is afraid you're going to step on her. Yeah. Cuddles is our old dog, and she doesn't move, but then she gets very concerned that people are going to step on her. And I don't know why she's so concerned when she doesn't move. She just gave me a side eye.
She likes to have full awareness. She likes to be aware of it.
She does. You're right. Diane, if a YL builder is so overwhelmed with action on their business task, what's the one thing that they can do that would be the best action to take? The best action to take on an everyday level is reaching out to people, messaging people, reaching out. That's your best action to take. Get top of mind, reach out to people and serve. How can you serve? Reach out. How can you serve? That's your thing. Your 10 messages a day, however many you can do sustainably. How can you serve? That's your best thing. If you can only do one thing, do that. You guys, at the end of the day, it's always service to others. It was never just about business. It's always service to others, period. Sarah, is that false for real estate as well? I can't see how you wouldn't need a good chunk of change to invest in that. There are different groups. So there are real estate groups or investor groups that are out there that they invest in. It's almost like a mutual fund for real estate. Wouldn't you say that that's kind of like how it is? It's almost like a mutual fund for real estate where they go out and they grab a bunch of different real estate properties, but essentially a bunch of investors go in on it together. So you wouldn't need to like fully buy it yourself unless you're there at that point. And then, of course, go ahead and do that. But you don't need to in order to invest in real estate. Sarah, girl, if you had invested your resources during that time, Oprah would be your assistant right now. Man, oh, I love you, Sarah. Mildred, my phone service just offered us unlimited data for free in this time of crisis. No contract required. I can work off my phone now without worrying to be on Wi-Fi. Thank you, Sprint. Thanks for Martha. Oh, man. Heck yes. I love that. I love seeing these companies show up in these very important ways. This is cool. Marcy, and we are so grateful for you talking. Oh, shucks. Sarah, I love that. New financial plan. If Amazon didn't ship it during COVID-19, you don't need it. Right? Right. Shannon, I hear you. My thing is coaching others. I'm good at helping people sort through the BS and putting it all together in an easy to do way. There you go. There you go. So if your thing is coaching others, then that's something. What I would even try to do, because there's something that Russell Brunson calls a value ladder, and he's just explained it in a really good way. But essentially, it's it's a ladder. Well, it's a ladder of value. Go figure. But there's lower, how do I say this? There's lower cost items, and then they lead up to more expensive items. And at the top of it would be that one-on-one coaching. But of course, that's going to be the most expensive because that's literally your time. So for the people that have coaching businesses, my suggestion, I love coaching businesses, but my suggestion is to also build out courses that can teach the different ideas that you coach on, but can teach them in less expensive ways, kind of like what I do, you guys. So teach them in less expensive ways, but you're not spending a lot of money for them because you're not literally taking my time every single time, right? I can sell them at a lower price because I'm not spending my time one-on-one. If I have to spend my time one-on-one, then it has to cost a lot more. But what you do is, because you only have so many hours in the day, time is the only thing we can't get back, right? So make the courses that are smaller pieces of the things that you can coach on, right? So for me, I have Go for Gold. For me, I have Bring on the Builders. These are all things that I can coach on, but I did them in small versions of courses so you guys can, so they're accessible to people. And then you go up the ladder. And if you want that one-on-one coaching, if you want me to literally look at your business specifically and say, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that, then that costs more because that's my one-on-one time. But you don't want to have your coaching business cost a lower amount of money, because then at the end of the day or at the end of the week or at the end of the month, you're capped on how much you can make, right? Whereas the courses, 1,000 people can buy my course today and it's no different, right? But my coaching, if they get my coaching, then, you know, if somebody gets 40 hours of my coaching or something, then I'm spent. I can't do anything else. But does that make sense, you guys? I hope that makes sense. Shannon, oh, I already said that. Let me come back. What? What? What has happened?
Somebody's GIF.
I don't see a GIF.
On one of your posts. No.
Oh.
Hey, girl.
Oh.
The man rollerblading.
Yeah. Was it Ashley that did that? Yeah, that's totally an Ashley thing.
Just being transparent with you.
Yeah.
Just being 100% transparent with you.
Keeping it 100.
I'm laughing at a GIF over here.
Let's see. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to it. No, we don't need that right now. Sarah, speaking of giving back, did you see the main YL Facebook page that the media team is wondering how they can give back to us? As if ensuring we get our products isn't enough. YL rocks. Heck yes, it does. Robbie, I so don't know what I'm good at. You will whenever you take Go for Gold, because that's when we go into your bat signal, and you said you're already in Go for Gold, so that's going to be helpful. Also, if you're not in Young Living and you're watching this, I have something called Dreamers Academy, which is super duper cheap, inexpensive. It's not cheap, but I think the link is in the description. I'm not sure.
It's in the description and it's in the comments.
And it's in the comments. Okay, cool. So the link is all over the place, essentially. Dream.withmartha.com. That's going to be how you guys determine what you are good at and what courses are going to be good for you. That gets like 4 courses a month dropped on it, just so you guys know. I'm going to keep going. This isn't like an ad for that at all. But just so you know, you're going to be able to deduce what you're good at and what you're going to be able to monetize, okay? Let's see. Shelly, I'm good at massages. Woo-wee. That'd be awesome right now. Can you teach people how to do massages? What if you were to teach husbands how to give their wives massages?
or
Mike just looked away.
teach people how to find the right massage therapist?
That's good. That's always good for marketing too. How to find a good massage therapist, what to look for in a good massage therapist. That's some good blog stuff right there. Robbie, crafting and knitting. Yes, Devery said knitting. Yeah, so those are fantastic things because especially right now, here's the landscape. If you hadn't realized it yet, here's the landscape. You have a bunch of parents sequestered in walls with their children for all the hours of the day. Okay. This is now what is happening. That's the world that we live in. And so crafting, knitting, all of these things are now becoming something that is stuff that people want to learn again. So if you are able to teach that, that would be excellent, you guys. That would be awesome because people are all about it. They're all about it. You just, and when you're really good at something, typically you can teach it because you understand it in a way that you'd be able to teach it. Now, if somebody's just now learning how to do it, that's going to be a little rough. But you should be able to teach that. So that would be a thing I would teach. Start a blog on it. So start doing more social media posts about it, start blogging about it, and then you ramp up to a course. We talk about all of this in Dreamers Academy. We talk about this in, here. But yeah, what were you going to say something? No, just looking at your phone. All right. Good at naturally walking people through mindset shifts. There it is. I mean, that I think everybody needs right now. I feel like every single person on the planet needs that right now, walking people through mindset shifts. I would even focus in on the kind of people that you love to walk through mindset shifts, and not even that so much as what is your favorite mindset shift to walk people through? There it is. Because when you can tell people, I work with ex-military with PTSD and I walk them through mindset shifts, do you see how different that is than I walk people through mindset shifts? I naturally walk people through mindset shifts. Then the ex-military PTSD person, which there are a lot of, would be able to look at that and say, that's my person. That's the importance of specificity, you guys. That's why we have to be specific, because if you're not specific, no one knows you're talking to them. Okay? So we have to be specific with this stuff. Sarah, I can't think of anything I'd write a course on. All of the worthy ideas are locked in your brain. You've got stuff. You've got stuff, Sarah. You know you do. Let me see. Kendra, I love hospitality and organizing / hosting events, but don't have a ton of normal experience. How could I make courses in that field? So hospitality and organizing or hosting events. You don't have to have a ton of experience in order to do it. You just have to love doing it and have to understand how to do it. So what I would do is I would focus in, again, I would get specific. I would focus in on what kinds of events you really like to do. Do you really like to do weddings? Do you really like to do birthdays? Do you really like to do corporate events? What kind of events do you like to do? Or what kind of theme do you like to do? Do you like farmhouse? Do you like, like Bollywood? Do you like, what kind of theme do you really like to do? Those are the things that you're going to want to get specific on, because then again, somebody can see that and be like, oh, that's what I want. I want to make farmhouse events. I want to be really good at that, right? And so then they would be able to look at your stuff and be like, she does exactly that. Perfect. That's how you sell courses. You get specific. A lot of people, they get scared. What's happening right now, Mike?
Don't
This
tell
man.
him. Don't tell him.
Oh, come on.
No.
Okay, I won't.
My pants are big.
His pants fall down all the time. They don't fall all the way down. They're like almost are falling down all the time.
Drawstring.
They're drawstring, and he's skinny.
We're gonna have a Herman moment.
Oh, we're gonna have a Herman moment. Well, keep your pants up, bro.
I'll keep it. That's why.
Okay. But that's the whole idea of being specific. A lot of people think like, okay, in order to sell courses, I need to sell to everybody, right? When you try to sell to everybody, you sell literally to nobody because nobody is like, oh, that's for me. Oh, I don't know.
I can't tell.
You'll see it in a second.
Oh,
there we go. You're inching in here. Oh, my buddy, man.
Herman.
Hi. Oh, the Herman sighting. He's that Herman dude. Hey, buddy. What you think, mister? He's going to make a course on how to be fluffy. How to be fluffy, how to be blonde and fluffy.
How's everyone's dog time going? People are getting a lot of good dog time.
Oh, we're getting so much good dog time. So much good dog
Always
time.
got this little foot hanging down.
Oh, little foot. Bloop. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let me keep going through here. Mildred, I'm good at keto, low carb life. I am good in front of camera, so I'm a good listener. Chronic illness whisper, toxin free. Some look me up for intricate advice, marriage, abuse, mental ills. Well, it sounds like you've already got sort of like he looks like he's going to fall asleep.
All right,
oh my
ready.
gosh, it's perfect.
He's done.
He's so cute, that fuzzy man. He's got the cutest eyelashes. But anyway, I love Herman's eyelashes. He's got great lashes. Boo, boo, boo. So keto, low carb, that's awesome. I would even mix keto, low carb with chronic illness. And I would mix all of that together and be like, okay, here's how I sustain or I support my body that has chronic illness with keto, low carb. Here's my food plan. Here's my meal plans. Here's that sort of thing. You just get them in there. You get real specific with stuff. And then people can't help but be like, oh, shoot, that's me, right? That's me. Shannon, I speak Russell. Is that Russell Terrier? Oh, you speak Russell Brunson. I speak Russell Brunson. Okay. I get it. Allie, we are renovating a farmhouse and have 5 acres to practice homesteading. That's awesome. We have experienced homesteading neighbors to mentor us, city people wanting to become more sustainable. Girl, there's a blog in that. There's not only a blog in that, there's a community in that. There is a course in that. All of that. Man, Allie, get it, girl. Get it. Do not, here's another piece of advice. A lot of people feel like they need to wait till they're at the end of their journey in order to create a course. You guys, create the course based on what you have learned thus far, okay? That's still, your blog can be about what you have learned thus far. You don't need to know everything about everything. You're sharing where you're at. And then if you make it a one-time payment course, then you can keep adding to it and evolving and whatever, right? And then those people just continue to get that content and you can share that on the front end. Hey, listen, I'm going to make this course. You can buy into it right now and see how I've gotten where I've gotten. And then it's just going to continue to be added to. So you're going to be grandfathered in. Are you serious?
Oh, they're playing.
Oh, they're playing.
The dogs are playing.
The dogs. Oh, my word. Here they go. Oh, man. She gets all, yeah, I see her. Oh, man. Cuddles looks like Baby Yoda to me, you guys. She totally looks like a white Baby Yoda. But yeah, you got that. Are you still here? Oh, my gosh. Hey. Oh, man. Okay.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey. Let's see. Sherry, I'm good at helping people prepare for interviews and would love to get into life coaching. Sherry, you would be fantastic at that. You've got amazing skills at being calm and being and listening and and giving good advice. You would be fantastic at life coaching. I would even look at like specific things that you have helped with. So with interviews, that's awesome. I would even dig deep in your own life and see the stuff. Is Cuddle still back?
Carlos, what are you doing?
She wants to make a course.
What do you need, Carlos?
She wants to make a course. She's like, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Carlos' course would be about
It would be about eating poop. She's great at it. I love you. You silly butt. Okay. All right. Yes, I see you. All right. What are we doing here? What's happening here? They are riled up.
Herman's getting Carlos all riled up. Carlos is looking at you to do something.
She's bad. Oh my gosh. But yes, Sherry, so what I would look at, I'm so sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked, you guys. What I would look at for yours is I would drill down on what sort of fires, what challenges you've been through in your own life that you would be able to even make a small course to be able to help people with that, right? And it doesn't need to be expensive or anything like that, but you guys, you don't realize how much of an income stream a very inexpensive course can be. It can be everything. It can be a massive source of income for you, and then you create these other streams alongside it. Okay, it's just you gotta believe that. You gotta believe that. Let's see. Shannon, I just struggle with figuring out the lower ladder rungs, the introductory, the first, the upsell, the second upsell. We'll be going through that in Dreamers Academy, so don't sweat it, Shannon. Sarah, a value ladder is a value ladder. Things Martha says, like Pavlov's law, only more quality of life related rather than the necessities of life. Yes. Shelly, teach them how to massage their wives' feet. Yes. Sarah, Mike, you need to learn how to give Martha a raindrop, and Nora and dogs. We've done raindrop here. We've done that. Shannon, crafting and knitting is a lost art. Yes, exactly. Sarah, teaching anything crafty would be a great YouTube channel because it's a visual thing. 100% yes. Robbie, I can make all the bracelets you're wearing. Oh, all right. Well, let's talk. Show people how to make these bracelets. Show people how to do that. People love this stuff. Sarah, Robbie, you just got yourself a full-time job because Martha will buy all your inventory. Shannon, anything visual should go to YouTube. It's an engaging platform and can be monetized after a subscriber milestone. Yep, it's 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours within 12 months, within a rolling 12 months, right?
Yeah, for what?
To monetize your YouTube channel.
Yeah, then they review you.
And then they review you to see if you can be monetized or not. Shannon, belts, suspenders, there you go. Sarah, if 1,000 buy your course, 1,000 do buy your courses, Martha, 20 and 30 is so close. Go for Gold is almost to 5,000. So there are thousands. People will buy your courses. A lot of people, yes. Sarah, but the thing is you have to get specific and you have to teach a niche thing. But here's the deal is so many people are scared to teach niche things because they think, well, I don't want to spend that much time and whatever and resources on teaching this very niche thing. But you guys, the niche thing is what you can sell. You can't sell big general stuff. You have to sell niche things. That's what people know that they need. They don't know that they need the big general stuff, right? Sarah, No Herman is going to write a course on how to take a magical vacation unbeknownst to his owners. Oh my word, girl. That was a crazy few days. Shannon, my dog is annoyed I'm watching you and not showering him in snuggles. Oh, grab him. Grab him and snuggle him.
Grab the doggies.
Grab the doggies. Mike's suspenders would be cool. There you go. Emily, my dream is to homestead. Tiny house homestead, actually. There it is. Learn all your things you need to know. I have a book on homesteading. I have a dream of homesteading as well. Learn all the things about homesteading and then teach the things you learn about homesteading. The whole idea is, here's the idea, you guys. Anybody can Google anything. But if we show up as an authority in what we do, right, because we have studied so darn much about it, if we show up as an authority in what we do, then people will trust us to be able to learn from us, and then they will pay for your Googling. Hashtag pay for my Googling, right? Because what you have learned and what you have spent the time curating, you're saving them time. You charge $37 for a course or something to basically save them that time of having to figure it out on their own, and you put it all in a nice little bow. And that's it. And that's why you deserve to get paid for it. I hope this is all like sinking in right now, you guys. My rings are falling off? Oh, yeah. I need to resize my rings, you guys. Losing too much weight, not losing too much. I just need to resize my rings. That's the thing. Mike, like Robin Williams style suspenders. Yeah, like the little rainbow ones. Yeah, the Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, let's do them. I'll do them on my sweatpants. Because that's what I wear 99% of the time.
I hope you do.
What?
Can we get you some rainbow suspenders?
I would rather do that than a belt.
Well, with sweatpants, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
You can't do a belt with sweatpants.
You would
have to modify the sweatpants.
You would have to like turn the top of the pants over the belt.
Well, my sweatpants have a built-in belt, which is a drawstring belt.
But it doesn't work all the time.
It does work.
But it works itself out.
It's not as easy. It requires a knot. It requires a cinching and a knot, as opposed to suspenders, which are just you just clip them. Or a belt, a belt is static. Your drawstring on your sweatpants it can be a lot of different. It's not a set system.
Have I ever told you how much I love you? And it's based on this belt conversation.
Yeah, maybe that's the first time today.
I love the way you think.
Right.
Okay. So Mike will probably have suspenders moving forward on his sweatpants. Nope, just working out that drawstring with a knot.
I'm a low-rise person.
Oh my word.
I do the low-rise. I'm low-rise like when low-rise jeans came in, I never went back.
He never went back.
I can't stand anything that does. I can't stand any kind of pant type of thing that sits more than or sits less than like 2 inches below my belly button. Or no.
More than.
No, less.
Less than.
Yeah. We're never doing that.
He can't have his pants near his belly button, you guys. Sarah, I think you should buy a really big wrap bracelet for Mike to use as a belt. There we go.
We could just cut up some of our stuff.
Yeah. Amanda, happy Friday. Yeah. Lori, so What does a course consist of? Videos, printable content? I'm not tech savvy at all, LOL. Lori, it's all in Dreamers Academy. Just wait for the next month's drop. It can be videos, it can be printables, it can be written content. It's going to be whatever you need to serve up the content. So we'll be going through all of that, and then also how to outline it, how to find out what people want. We're going to go through all of that stuff. Marcy the dog, yes, right? Sherry Hearts, Diane, you just helped me get excited about a blog/video. I'll do one. I can't get to my massage therapist. Now what? Oh, yes, do it, Diane. Perfect. Shannon, an expert is someone who knows more than the person they're explaining it to. Boom, pow. Amanda, oh goodness me, I can have a craft channel. I love to craft. I just learned stained glass, so much fun. Are you guys getting excited about what you can do from home now? My prayer for you guys, my challenge for you guys is to sit here and think about all of the things that you can do where you're at right now. I don't want people to be sitting at home and thinking, well, I can't wait until this is done. I need for this to be done. I need for you to be winning right now where you sit, right? I want you to get excited about the things that you can do right now. Sarah, hashtag pay for my Googling reminds me of the LMGTFY website that was super popular a few years ago. Oh, let me Google that for you. And yes, I still use it on the daily because I'm too snarky for my britches, as grandma says. But I promise you, I'm a good person. Oh, I used to work at GoDaddy, and I used to do tech support. I was definitely on a let me Google that for you craze. It was a lot of Googling stuff for people. And I would say it too. I would say well, let me just Google that real quick. And then I would tell them what my Google search brought up. Sarah, we learned so much about your marriage on YouTube. You do. You too. Shannon, don't be Urkel, Mike. Jaleel White. He was/is cool. Elise.
That was Urkel.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Urkel. And that it was Jaleel White.
Did you?
I did.
I don't believe you. You never remember that stuff.
I remember, so I wouldn't have remembered his name if you hadn't said it, but I recognize it since you said it.
Well,
all right.
Sure.
All right. Truth moment. Elise, Hula Hooping Grandma podcast. Yes. Or do videos. Sarah, just make sure your shirt is pulled down in the back, Mike. Pants dropping on YouTube wouldn't be cool. Well, for you, we'd all laugh. Aww. Aww. Amanda, yes. I'll actually be working from home with my day job next week, and we'll be able to do some other work. Cough, cough, hint, hint. There you go. Maybe not the cough, cough, hint, hint. maybe not now. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, maybe. Shannon, as we were told in a call with my diamond yesterday, be Tigger, not Eeyore. Yes, I love that. Sarah, I copied the let me Google that for you link on the person so my snark is obvious. I love that. You guys are hilarious. Okay, you guys, it has been a long time. Tomorrow we are moving my mom. We are moving my mom to a new independent living facility, which is going to be crazy. We're going to have face masks on and all sorts of crazy. But that starts really early in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and start turning in for the evening. So you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you guys next time. You want to end?
Okay, ending.
Ending.
Ending stream.
Bye-bye.